we've already taken the whitetail doe off the gambrel, and we put her on a piece of clean cardboard to take off the hip, which is much easier to do when it's on the floor. So, actually, John used to do it on a table, but this will work. So, go ahead, John.
Okay. Now, we started to try to do it on the gambrel and didn't work. And when we dropped it down, the hip joint, the ball joint of the hip already popped loose, started to pop loose.
Then there it is right there. You can see the top of the femur.
Yeah.
Why don't you point to it, John? Just, there you go, right there. It's the top of the femur.
Yeah.
Which is the thigh bone.
Well, part of the problem is that let's do it this way.
Aha! Okay, so now John's cutting along.
You can feel another piece of the front edge of the pelvis right here. And just go down the side. Keeping your...
Okay, to talk about biology for a moment, in front of where John made that cut is the backstrap. Behind it is a rump roast. And there's a projection that comes out from the spine right there. And so he's cut just to the rear end of that.
Well, it's the joint where the pelvis and the spine come together. There's a big lump right here.
Yeah, you can just feel it when you're in there with a knife. So you want to cut behind that.
And keep your knife as close to the pelvis as possible.
And now he's cut it loose on both sides, and he's just going to lift and separate, so to speak. I didn't want to make this a bra commercial. Oh, now John's popping the other.
No, popping the same joint loose. Hip ball.
So he's just working his way through the meat carefully, keeping his knife as close to the hip and pelvis as he can, so he doesn't waste any meat, because that's high into the back is the best meat, and that's the rump roast. And just about done. Now, given the shape of this is often where we get what we call tender chunks.
And after we get all the joints off, you can also trim all sorts of like burger meat or whatever off.
So we have one more. John will take off the other leg, and then we'll go after the tenderloin and the back strap.
You need back straps.
Oh, I can turn this off, and you can do what you want. What do you want to do? These whitetails were feeding on the river bottom in the hay meadow, and they're just fat. Okay.
And here we have the other ball joint. Now, the reason that the pelvis is moving over this way is that when I pulled up the tail, it cracked, which is the whole point, to make this...
To make the pelvis separate.
Yeah.
To pull the intestines through.
Yeah.
And everything else. Actually, you're not... You're pulling it through, but it's not a tunnel. It's a ditch. You
turn it from a tunnel into a ditch.
Yeah. Do you need me to hang on to that?
Nope.
Okay. The quarters are off, and we will take backstrap, and actually John's already taken the tenderloins, so we'll take backstrap and then do some trimming because there's more meat there.